Alright, today I'm going to be doing a basic oil change on my VTX1800. I've hit 56,000 miles and it's been about 3,000 miles since its last oil change, so it's time. I generally recommend before doing your oil change to let the bike run about 10 minutes if it hasn't run already. Get the oil viscosity down so it flows out of the engine a little bit better. Alright, so what you'll need for the job. You'll need 1 gallon of whatever oil of your choice. I use this Valvoline 10W40. It is specially formulated for wet clutch protection. Remember that the oil that you put in your engine on the VTX also doubles as the clutch oil, transmission fluid basically. You'll also need a ratchet with a 17mm socket, an oil filter. I use K&N. The number 204 works for the VTX. You'll need an oil pan, a funnel, and paper towels. You want to make your life easier, I bought this specific oil filter remover that is specifically sized for the filter on the VTX. You don't need it. Some filters have a little nut welded on the end so you can actually take it off with a wrench, but just in case, it's nice to have. Motorcycle will have 3 main drain points. You'll have here at the front of the engine on the crankcase, you'll have this 17mm bolt here. Directly underneath the engine, you'll have a 17mm bolt here. And then of course your oil filter at the back will let oil out as well. I always start with this one. Once you break it loose, usually it's finger tight. Do the same for the bolt at the front. Once you have your plugs and filter out, just let it drip for about 5-10 minutes. Once your oil is done dripping, put your bolts back. Do not forget this. I have forgotten before, and the new oil I put in the engine just fell right out the bottom. When tightening down your drain bolts, just get them reasonably tight. Don't over tighten. Get a paper towel and wipe off any excess oil. Before putting on your new filter, dip your finger in the old oil and wipe it around the O-ring. When tightening down your new filter, remember it only needs to be a little bit more than hand tight. Don't over tighten, this could cause leaks. Now that everything's closed up, you'll need your funnel and your oil. Before putting your oil through the funnel, make sure that your funnel is clean. Dipstick and fill hole on the VTX1800 is located just behind the rear jug on the left hand side. You'll need to remove the dipstick. Once you've removed the dipstick, go ahead and wipe it off with a clean paper towel or a clean rag. Now you're ready to fill it with oil. I'll need both hands for this, but it's similar to filling a car with oil. Just place your funnel and fill. Once again, ensure your dipstick is clean before putting it back. Once your oil is in, place your dipstick back. Before you can check your oil level properly, you'll need to start the motorcycle and let it run for a minute. Once your engine's run for a few minutes, check your oil. It should be full. Then you're good to go. Happy riding.